So I'm in this hotel, right? And there's something I gotta show you. Check this shit out. We got a fucking Cherokee Hasbula looking motherfucker right here. And we even got some blood on the wall, so fucking rock on. So what exactly is homeless maxing? First of all, let me tell you a little bit about me. My name is Ryan, and as of today, I've been homeless for 170 days. And this 170 days has not been easy. When I say homeless maxing, this is what I mean. It's basically like doing a full reset and spawning yourself in as a level 1 noob in this like video game world. And you have no house, no safety net, no idea what you're gonna do, but you figure it out as you go. And you just have to grind your way up. That's basically what I mean by homeless maxing. That's the concept at least, and that's what this channel is going to be. But here's the part I have to admit, and here's the reason why I'm in this hotel room. So 170 days ago, when I first went homeless, I told myself I was gonna fully lock in. I was gonna do everything I said I was gonna do. I was gonna start a business, I was gonna become a millionaire, all these things. But things don't always go as planned, right? The truth is I didn't do any of those things that I said I was gonna do. It was much harder than I thought it was gonna be, and I just basically got super comfortable. But you know, it took 170 days for me to truly experience some hardship, which is what's happening right now. The mattress that I had put inside of my car that I've been sleeping on, I lifted it up and discovered it's covered in mold. And I'm like kind of a germaphobe, so this instantly triggered me to just throw the whole thing away. So the car has nothing to sleep on in it. So I booked a hotel for a couple of days. You know, other things like, you know, it's Colorado. It was way colder than I anticipated it was gonna be. It's like 10, 20 degrees at night. It's crazy cold. I started losing sleep and not sleeping properly. And then all the spots I was parking in, security started kicking me out. So in the middle of the night, they're pulling up on me like sirens going, and they're like kicking me out of spots, and it was just like a total nightmare. I can't be comfortable anymore and still have these dreams. And you know, that's something I hope I can communicate with you guys, you know? If you're comfortable in your life and just doing the same shit and doing what everyone else is doing and still being comfortable and not ever testing yourself or challenging yourself, all these big dreams and goals and things that you want to accomplish are just never gonna happen. And as much as this situation like sucks for me right now, it's the entire reason I did this in the first place. When you put yourself in a scenario where you're forced to change, it lights a fire inside of you. And as much as I want to just go back to my fancy luxury apartment and go set up my, you know, $6,000 mattress back in my bedroom and start getting amazing sleep and have this big kitchen and have this great view and have like the whole huge living room, all that stuff is great. But when I was living in that life, I wasn't motivated to do shit. I just wanted to chill all day, hang out, invite girls over, do whatever. And the whole reason I just decided to get rid of all of it, not because I had to, but simply because I wanted something new. It forces you into this situation of life, and I got comfortable. As much as it sucks right now it's pretty much my rock bottom. Like this sucks. I have like literally nothing. I have nowhere to sleep. My mattress is fucking disgusting. I'm cleaning out my entire car, and it's just a full reset for me. And what that's done is psychologically, when you put yourself in a situation where you can't bear the pain anymore, it forces you to do something to change it. And when you're comfortable and chilling all day, there's nothing pushing you to change anything. You just want to stay the same. I think we all know the upside of doing the work and doing the things we say we're gonna do and all the things we want to get. We know that starting a business can make us rich and get us those cars and the big house and the big fucking boat and all this stuff. But still, very few people ever start a business, and people that do start business, most of them fail. Or maybe there's a girl you want to get, or maybe there's a physique you want to get. Most likely, you're not gonna get those things. There's this comfort that people get set into, and once you're just so comfortable and just so distracted by your phone and so just comfortable in your life that you just don't end up doing anything. And these are these people that wake up when they're like 40, 45 and have this midlife crisis of like, whoa, where did my 20s go? Where did my 30s go? Where did like my whole young life go? It's like my whole young years was like school, working a job, scrolling on my phone, video games, and accomplishing nothing. Just really just going through the motions of life, distracting yourself and staying comfortable. And that's my biggest fear. That's the reason why I put myself into this, is because, yeah, 170 days really sucked. And then right now it really sucks. But I would have never made this video. I said 170 days ago I was going to make this video, and I just never did it. And there's probably things that you said you were going to do, months ago, and you never started. And, just this situation sucks. Yeah, it's whatever, but starting now, I've got a whole different mindset, and I'm not going to stop. Starting today, I'm going to do everything I said I was going to do, and there's nothing that's going to stop me. But to give you guys a little rundown of like what the past 170 days was like, I live in a small SUV, mattress in the back. I've got a power station that powers a electric blanket. I still work a 9 to 5, just making my income, stacking my money. And I basically function like a normal person for most of the day. I just use Starbucks Wi-Fi, use a laptop, have a backpack, and have a car. That's it. Shower at the gym, all these things. And people always ask, well, why are you doing this? And the answer is very simple. The idea of mediocrity disgusts me. I don't want to be just another person. I don't want to just work the job and follow this plan that my parents told me to go down, and then just go down the American dream and then work my entire life and then retire when I'm 75. That just doesn't sound fun to me. And I'm sure it doesn't sound that great to you either. If you look at a graph on how you spend the majority of your time, it's sleeping is number one. But of all the awake hours that you experience in your lifetime, the largest chunk is at a job. The largest part of the circle is at a job. Why would I want to spend the best years of my life, the rest of my 20s and even 30s, sitting in some cubicle or sitting in some job, doing tasks that some manager told me to do, and just building someone else's future and making someone else rich? Why would I want to do that? Well, 99% of people do it. 99% of people work jobs. 99% of people just follow the path that was set out for them, and then they retire when they're 75. And all those people live with regret. I don't think anyone goes out into the world saying they just want to work a job for somebody else for the rest of their life. But most people do. And why is that? Because people get seduced by the comfort of it, the comfort of a job, the comfort of just going home and playing video games, the comfort, all these different things. And people just get stuck in this monotonous routine, and then their whole life is just gone. At least that's how I think of it. And the entire reason, to sum this whole thing up, the whole reason I'm going homeless in the first place is to do that, is to start the business and make it profitable and eventually become a millionaire. And I actually know for a fact I would have never started anything if I would have stayed in that luxury apartment, all comfortable on my big sectional couch, and I just never would have started. I was just so comfortable. But that is mediocrity, and that is my biggest fear. So here's the biggest homeless maxing lesson I've learned so far. If you're not happy with your current situation, it's not about thinking or planning your way out of what your life is like right now, but it's about acting your way out and forcing your life to change with just pure action. What most people do is they try and wait till the conditions are perfect before they start anything. A great example is like, when's the last time you saw a pretty girl and you didn't approach her? Because you were like, oh, this thing isn't perfect, or I don't know the perfect thing to say, and oh, she's got her headphones in, and blah, 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 blah. That's how most people spend their entire life. Most people never start going to the gym because they're trying to make the perfect workout routine, or they never approach that girl because they're trying to have the perfect pickup line, or they never start making their first video or their first business because they don't have the perfect business idea or business plan. It's all garbage. It's all garbage. The secret is starting with imperfect action. You have to do the thing with a delusional amount of confidence in the beginning, when it's still messy, when you're still making mistakes, and you're probably going to fail a lot. It's this shitty stage where it sucks, just like the situation I'm in. It sucks. But you have to go through it in order to level up to the next level. What did I say in the beginning of this? Like, doing this is kind of like, starting at level 1, the level 1 noob in the lobby, and ranking yourself up over time. In the beginning, you're almost never going to know what you're doing. but you learn as you go. And any person that you look up to, whether it's an athlete or an actor or a social media influencer or someone who has a bunch of money, they all started the same way. They all just started with imperfect action. And that's when you see that trajectory that just keeps going up. And that's how you end up at the top. That's how you get what you want out of life. If you ever wonder why there's so few people at the top, why there's like the 80-20 rule, right? Why there's so few that actually win, and why most people are just stuck, there's two reasons for that. Number one is that most people never start anything, right? It's like the fat person who never actually starts going to the gym. Or it's the person who's broke who never actually starts the business. Or it's the person who's lonely who never actually goes up to the girl. It's like the action is what most people never even get over. Most people never even get over that first hurdle. But the second reason is that people that do take action never actually improve or get better. They just suck. Like the stat that everyone talks about, like 99% of businesses fail. Most people start a business, they just do random shit and then it just fails, you know? So what homeless maxing is showing how powerful it is. Just putting yourself out there, airdropping yourself onto a map and just forcing yourself to level up just by doing reps, just by starting and doing the reps. And I'm going to document all that for you guys so you can see it as I go. So, I mean, as of right now, I need to find a new mattress. I need to get my car kitted out again, make it livable again, and then I can go back into that and begin taking action and, you know, begin doing all the things I said I was going to do, you know. And basically my goal is to go from $0 to $1 million as fast as possible. And I'll keep a progress bar that shows my progress over time, but it's not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy, and I don't know how long it's going to take. And I'm not going to be homeless for the whole time. It's not like I enjoy being homeless or something, or this is like some fun life. I'm not like this. This is designed to be shitty. And it's kind of like that David Goggins mindset where, you know, he basically talks about how, you know, you learn things about yourself in the sucky scenarios in life. Like you learn so much when you're like going through the shit, you know, and you're going through that darkness, right? That's kind of how I view what I'm doing too, just a little bit different. Just to be clear, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea even how to start. And that right there, the overthinking and the planning and trying to figure out what I'm going to start is the reason why I've never started in the first place. It's why most people never start anything, because they just get so caught up in their own head. You can never think your way out of a situation. You can only act. The surefire way to end up being mediocre is to do what everyone else is doing. If you want to be mediocre, do what everyone else around you is doing. Go to college, work a job, play video games in your spare time, go date and hook up with a bunch of girls, have a bunch of random friends, a bunch of loser friends. That's what most people do. And it's a great life. It's fun, it's exciting, whatever. But you just end up being mediocre, just like everyone else. So if you want to take a different path and oppose mediocrity and do something different, you have to take different actions than everyone else is taking. It's just like a math equation. You can't do what everyone else is doing and become exceptional. You have to do something different. And that's how you become somebody different. So, you know, as long as my basic needs are met, right? Like that's my first issue is like, I don't have shelter or sleep, a place to sleep or anything like that right now. So, you know, once I get a bed and warmth and food and I can start sleeping good again and have energy again, then I can start pursuing this business. And it's basically going to be me building a business out of a Starbucks is essentially what it's going to be. I'll document the whole thing so all you guys can see it. And I have no idea what's going to happen. I could miserably fail. I could succeed right away. It could be just a struggle for a long time and then all of a sudden it makes a bunch of money. Like there's no way to know. You just have to go out and find out. You literally have no idea what's going to happen. And to be honest, I don't think anyone else on YouTube is doing this. I'm like literally the only person. Like everything that I see is so fabricated and fake and boring and just, this is some real shit. I mean, I'm just a random guy in a new city that nobody knows. There's no connections, no experience, and really no fucking plan. And I've got a fucking camera and a laptop, and I'm just gonna document it, take you guys along the road with me. And that's what homeless maxing is. It's not glamorous, it's not fun, but it is different. And when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, anyways, if you want to see someone document their journey for real, follow this fucking journey. If you want to see someone put their life back together from homeless to millionaire and document the whole thing, then subscribe, show some support. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, welcome to the homeless maxing journey. I'll see you in the next one.